Hi, Mrs. Ocasio, or Laura Ocasio from Mrs. Ocasio's Career Coaching and Personal Development. I wanted to connect with you this morning to talk a little bit about diversity, equity, inclusion, and how it pertains to my coaching philosophy. I really believe that DEI or diversity isn't like a corporate requirement. It is not some training that you have to have when you're interacting with me. I feel like it's more of a human skill. So it is not just like a statement in my coaching, but it's a very important integral part of what I do when I'm interacting with people on a daily basis. Diversity really is the ability to interact with people and listen to them without judgment, with trying to deal with like what preconceived notions that we might have, and be able to respect people and understand how they're shaped by identity, their experience, culture, and their lived reality. That skill, that human skill, it matters in leadership, in the relationships that we have, and of course in personal growth, and especially in transformation. Um, my approach to coaching comes from decades of learning, teaching, caregiving, and lived experience across education, in human services type positions I've had, in studying criminal justice, and my own personal growth. I work with people navigating their own identity, different transitions and systems, and of course through self-discovery. What I've learned through all this with working with different people in these areas is that people, they don't need to be fixed. They just need to be seen and heard, and we should be working towards understanding. What inclusion looks like in coaching and in my coaching is that in my coaching space, it means that you don't have to explain or defend who you are. You don't have to be squeezed into like a mold to belong. That is why I really make sure that I clarify that we're talking about rediscovering, like rediscovering your confidence, as opposed to like a model of reinventing and changing who you really are. You're allowed to evolve and take your time doing that. I work with individuals across all different races, culture, gender identity, different sexual orientations, different abilities, different ages, different belief systems, different backgrounds, socioeconomical, and of course, very different life experiences. And just importantly, I recognize that identity is layered. It's dynamic and it's very personal. No one is reduced to different labels here. Transformation, okay, it doesn't happen in environments where people are judging them or they're making assumptions. It happens when there is emotional safety and freedom, and there's curiosity, and there's respect for the differences that we all have. Inclusion is not about agreement, like you have to agree or take in other people's belief systems. It's about presence, to listen and be there and try to develop understanding and acceptance. My DEI stance is it's about inclusive coaching practice. This is a safe place and to make sure that it's inclusive. It means I actively work to create a space where people feel respected, affirmed, and supported, and be invited to grow, reflect, and expand their worldview. It also means that I continue with my own learning. I am a lifelong learner. And DEI is not something that you complete. It's an ongoing practice. It's a process. It's something that evolves. And there is a connection to my mission with this. It's woven into my journey for transformation writing and the skills for life. Like I said, I don't feel like it's a statement or a training requirement. I feel like it's very much a life skill. And it's not separate from personal development, but is very much essential for it. So self-awareness, adaptability, and purpose, it doesn't exist in a vacuum or in isolation. It grows through understanding ourselves and trying to understand others more fully, understanding others fully. And if you're looking for a coaching space This is a safe space that honors your complexity, your layers, encourages your authenticity, and supports growth without erasing your own personal identity. And I want you to know that you're welcome here. Have a good day.